Long girl, rise and shine. Oh, you're hiding, are you? Come along, you've got to get down.
Your hands are freezing.
They're cold, frozen fingers. You'll get more if you don't get out.
I don't want to go.
Oh, but your pirate costume's all ready.
I want to stay with you.
I'm coming with you.
No, forever.
But we can't be your forever family, you know that. It's time for us to retire.
To Canada.
Where there are grizzly bears.
And I can't come.
Yes, you can. You can come and visit. And one day we'll take you on a bear hunt. Maybe when you're a little bit older. But we will. But right now, we've got to find you a family. And we might find one today.
I'm in the too hard basket.
Oh, sweetheart, no, that's not true.
Ruby said so.
Ruby's only a child. She doesn't really know. There is a family out there for you. I can feel it in my old bones.
Oh, email confirmation from Moo.
What?
Moo, it's that new steakhouse in the harbour. It's finally opened. I booked the table for tonight.
Oh, do you think we're going to be celebrating?
No, I just thought we should get you out. Keep the spirits up.
Well, it's the last supper before the age of austerity.
No, it is my shout for as long as it takes, yeah?
That's lovely, but I'm going to have to economise.
You are not to worry about money.
Hi.
How are you feeling?
Nervous. This morning when I woke up, it occurred to me today could be it. The day my whole life changes.
Oh, how exciting! Oh, well, I've got to go and get set up. I think your briefing's in there.
Radio, my heart is.
Nice job. Clever you.
Oh, there's my social worker. I'll see you in there.
Well, come and find me later and I'll paint you on a beard.
Hello. Oh, I'm sorry. I thought I knew you. I can't place you.
Millhouse Hunter. I work on reception.
Oh, yes. Patients must think they know you all the time.
I'm Valerie.
I'm Celia, and this is Leon, and he wants a clown's face.
Well, Leon the clown, why don't you take a seat? So you're Leon's foster mum?
Yes, and Dusty's. She was playing hopscotch earlier. She's sulking now. She'll have to make an effort or she won't meet anybody.
Well, why don't you bring her over to have her face painted, because it really brings some kids out of their shell.
Oh, well, it's worth a try.
That's my friend Kereg.
Is he a potential parent?
Yes, and he is lovely.
Oh.
Hiya.
Hi, is Aisha Lee here?
No, I'm sorry, she's not.
She does work here, though.
Yeah, but she's just not here today. So can I take a message?
No, I'll pop by another time.
Okay. Someone said that there was a protest site going up on the web. Not sure what they're up to, but it doesn't look good. Can't we stop them?
Oh, well, that added fuel to the fire. Huh. Fantastic.
Hello, Pirate. I'm Craig. And you're... Dusty. That's lovely. After Dusty Springfield.
Mum loves her.
Oh, your mum's got taste. What should we build?
An airport.
Okay. And what do we need for that? Planes? Terminals with gangways?
Towers to watch the planes.
Yes, indeed. Air traffic control. Have you been on a plane?
No, it's too hard for me to travel because of my TPN.
Well, we should still pretend. Where would you like to fly to?
Canada.
Okay, let's build an airport, fly to Canada, and see some grizzly bears. Do you like grizzly bears?
I like parrots too.
This is Esmeralda. You can call her Esme.
That was my grand's name.
Mine too.
There you go. I thought you deserved one of these. You've been at it non-stop.
Oh.
Very creative, aren't you?
Oh, I've always had a flair for crafty things. That's where I met Carrick, actually, at our afternoon group. He is a fantastic knitter.
Oh, really?
Yes, he's a gorilla knitter.
Gorilla knitter?
Yeah, he knits sweaters for lampposts, coverings for railings and trees, posts, that sort of thing. And then he sews them together like patchwork.
Oh, I think I saw one at a bus stop.
Did it have pom-poms?
Pom-poms?
Yes, that's his trademark.
Can't remember.
Do you know, he was part of a group that knitted sweaters for the lions at Trafalgar Square. Of course, the council took them down pretty quickly, but he got some great photos.
Is his wife here today?
Oh, Carrick's not married, but I'm sure he'll find someone soon.
He's looking for Mrs. Wright, is he?
No, Mr. Wright.
Oh. Do you think you could have a word with him? Only he's been with Dusty a long time now, and a potential parent's not meant to monopolise a particular child.
Oh. Yes, of course.
Thanks.
Right. Before we get started on strategy, I have to let you know that because of that protest, we're 26 patients down.
I didn't know we had that many gays in the village.
So now we've got room, why don't we invite Seven Paul in, apologise and welcome them to the practice?
Why would we apologise? That would be an admission of guilt.
Well, technically, they are first in line.
Well, they'll probably refuse to register now, just to keep the show on the road.
Yes, well, that's the next thing. Apparently, they're setting up a protest website.
Oh, well, if that's the case, we need to match that. We need to make sure that a web search brings up our side of the story. Maybe you could post a letter of explanation.
Yep, that's what I was thinking. I'll circulate a draft and upload it later today.
We need to keep talking to the press. You did well yesterday. We just need to keep on message and hope that it gets through.
Yeah, we need to get you on the radio. Can you make a call, tee up an interview?
We could invite Seven Paul to register with us on it.
Look, I'll see what I can manage, but since yesterday evening, there's another pressing matter. Niamh.
Hello again.
Oh, hello.
Hi.
Hi.
This is my friend Carrick. Carrick, this is Celia.
I hope you don't mind me asking you to let Dusty circulate.
No, not at all. I'm sorry, I didn't really realise how much time had passed. But we really seemed to click. So I thought you might tell me a little more about her, what her interests are, what she's good at school. She said she likes singing. Did they have a choir at school?
I'm sorry, but to be honest, I don't think it would be suitable for Dusty to be with a single parent. She requires a lot of care.
Oh.
Well, she has complicated medical needs. You see, she was born with gastroschisis, and she'll probably have to have an intestinal transplant further down the track.
Oh, they can do amazing things these days.
Meanwhile, she has to have TPN administered intravenously.
She mentioned that. What is it exactly?
Well, it's a nutritional supplement. You see, Dusty's body can't absorb all the nutrients it needs, so she has to have TPN at least 3 times a week, which requires training. Quite a routine. I don't know how I'd manage without my husband. And on top of that, she has to have a special diet.
Oh, Carrick's an excellent cook, aren't you?
Poor little girl, I didn't realise it was so serious. She looks very well.
Well, it's been an uphill struggle, I can tell you, keeping her healthy all over the winter. But apart from her medical responsibilities, you'd have to consider the impact on your lifestyle.
What do you mean?
Well, you can't really have a babysitter on TPN nights. Holidays are difficult. You need a sterile fridge, and you've got to organise medical deliveries. They don't always turn up. And then there's hospital admissions. Do you work?
Yeah. I'm quite flexible, though. I can work from home.
And I could babysit.
Yeah, but you work too. You see, if she gets a bug or a cold, then it can escalate really quickly. I mean, we've had 2 hospital admissions already this year. And the staff insist on an adult being with her 24/7. Do you have family that can support you?
So she gave absolutely no assistance.
So it seems.
And he died before the ambulance arrived.
But there must have been a post-mortem. Have we got a copy?
No, not yet. Well, obviously we need to find out what happened. But first, today, we need to discuss what we're going to do with Niamh.
Okay, so what have you told Niamh so far?
That I would discuss it with all of you and she'd be on admin only today. I think we should refer it to the GMC. Suspend her immediately.
What?
Well, obviously, we'd pay her in the interim, but I think that any financial loss is preferable.
It's a complete knee-jerk reaction.
We can't afford any more bad press.
This isn't a public relations problem, it's a clinical one.
This has implications for the practice.
It has implications for Niamh, for her career, for her life. Come on. Human beings are fallible. I know I am. I've frozen at a critical time with the patient, haven't you?
Yeah, we're GPs, not emergency staff.
Yeah, but GPs are expected to deal with emergencies. Or am I missing something?
No, you're not. But Jimmy's got a point. This isn't about the reputation of the practice. It's about a clinical situation that needs to be investigated. And no offence to you, Howard, but I'd like to hear what happened from Niamh herself.
So, which kids made an impression?
Just Dusty. I didn't really connect with any of the others. I'll come to the next one, though. Try again.
Did you speak to her social worker?
I think her foster mum made it pretty clear it wasn't going to work out.
Yes, but that was just her prejudice speaking. I mean, at first she was all interested and enthusiastic, and then she worked out you were gay, and then it was like you were suddenly a leper.
Maybe.
I know some people have reservations about gays adopting.
I'm sure in her mind she thinks she's doing the best for Dusty.
But you know it's not her decision. I mean, you've been through all the checks, you've jumped through the hoops. Why don't you put in an expression of interest in her anyway?
I don't think so.
Well, at least speak to your social worker.
I reread her profile in the booklet. Dusty's condition does sound very serious.
Every child will have challenges.
I'm not sure I'm the right fit for that sort of challenge. My strengths are in communication, emotions, counselling. I've no medical training. I haven't even got a first aid certificate.
Do you think he liked me?
Of course he did.
Do you think he might take me?
Oh, I don't think he can do that. He's not married.
So?
Well, he couldn't do TPN on his own.
You do.
Hey, have a look at the menu from Movement. We get to choose our cuts from a diagram. Takes me back to anatomy.
It's a bit gruesome.
Hey, we can handle a bit of gore. We're...
I wish you were a partner, then I might have some hope.
Help me, Obi-Wan Kenobi, you're my only hope.
Am I that pathetic?
No, not pathetic. That hologram's rather touching. But I always have had a little soft spot for Princess Leia Organa.
Dressing gown toga.
It was Jabba's gold bikini.
Hello.
Hello. Just popped in to see if I'd left my gloves here yesterday.
Oh, I haven't seen them. What colour are they?
Red. I might have left them at home, of course, but they're usually in my coat pocket. Would you like to nip to the loo while I'm here?
Yeah, actually, would you mind if I make a coffee?
No, take your time. I'm in no rush.
Given the same situation again, do you think that now you'd be able to handle it?
I don't know.
But you've thought about what you should have done.
Over and over. At the time, I knew what I should be doing, but I couldn't bring it into practice.
But you've worked in accident and emergency. You must have faced similar situations.
Did you handle them better?
The nurses thought I was a nightmare. My instincts just fail me. I panic and I need to check things. I know them, but I need to check them. And then I don't trust myself because I've checked them, so I need to check them again. And
It's a vicious cycle.
well, it makes me feel like I'm going crazy, so.
Oh, thank you. Did you find them?
No. Well, they might be in the staff room.
So, leaving aside the emergency issues, do you think you're suited to being a GP?
I don't know. Yes.
But can we leave those issues aside?
Mrs. Corey, a patient of mine who's been in treatment for years, told me that Niamh had suggested a new medication. Mrs. Corey, despite seeing me regularly, hadn't told me that her side effects had gotten worse. Maybe I didn't make enough time for her. Do you remember her?
Of course.
Well, you got her to open up. You improved her health outcomes. You're good with people.
Thank you.
I think communication skills are high up on the scale of GP competency, don't you?
I do actually love talking to the patients.
What's the patient feedback like on Neve?
Yeah, very good.
How good?
Well above average.
Have you seen any red gloves?
Nope.
I was listening to Health Matters on the radio this morning, and they were discussing children who have to have this special nutritional food. Total patentable nutrition.
Parenteral nutrition.
Yeah, that's it. And there was this one poor girl who had a birth defect. C something.
Gastrochisis.
Yeah, and apparently some children can have an operation for it, but others stay on that
Total parenteral nutrition.
Yeah, some of them stay on it for years. Some till they're 9 or 10.
Yeah, I got a patient, little girl about that age. She's still on it.
And is it difficult for the parents to manage the medication?
No, not at that age. I mean, it's more like babies and toddlers because they don't understand why they're having to have it.
And your patient, does she understand what's going on?
Yeah, sure. She could probably hook up the feed herself by now.
So a single parent could manage the treatment?
Yeah, it's just a matter of confidence.
And training?
Not necessarily. Medical training can only get you so far. Confidence is innate. Under pressure, you've either got it or you haven't.
So, this patient of yours, if she only had one parent and that parent had confidence in themselves, she'd be all right?
You're not asking me about a particular patient, are you, Valerie?
No, I'm just looking for my gloves.
Good luck. How'd it go?
Oh, I don't know, you know. They asked me lots of questions about my experience and being a GP and the patient. I think Jimmy was on my side.
What about Zara? Do you want some lunch? Come, let's get out of here while they're making their decisions, yeah?
Yes, please. I'll just get my stuff.
Sure.
Neve just cares too much about her patients.
She's terrified of making a mistake.
When she feels too responsible, we need to help her learn to detach.
Is that something you can learn?
She needs to be able to distance herself from her patients, otherwise she's no use to them.
Yeah, but as a GP, let's be honest, emergency medicine is not a big part of our job.
Yeah, but it can be critical.
It's not just the life and death stuff. She hesitates and worries, even over the more day-to-day judgment calls. She's lacking in confidence, and there isn't anything we can do about that.
What makes you say that?
Life experience.
Confidence can be built up, though it can be nurtured. I think we have a responsibility to her.
We have a responsibility to inform the GMC.
I'm not happy to shop a colleague.
Poor Neve.
Hello. Hello. Look, I know I'm not supposed to be here, so you can send me away if you want to. But I just wanted to talk to you and to vouch for my friend Carrick.
Okay.
He would make a fantastic father.
Well, he has the right to make a formal expression of interest in Dusty. But it's not up to me. It's up to the social workers.
Yes, but you've put him off. And now he thinks he can't handle her on his own. Is that really true?
Why didn't they just sack me there and then?
They wouldn't do that. They have to be fair. They've considered all the options.
They did seem really pleased with my patient feedback. It's not enough, is it?
Getting a wet bum. Why don't we go to the icon?
Because I don't want to run into anyone?
Isn't it better finding out sooner rather than later?
No! I don't want it to be over. I want to be a doctor for as long as possible. Even if it's just for another hour.
There is life after surgery, you know.
All that training and hard work for nothing.
We talked about this. Being a GP isn't the only outlet for that knowledge. There are loads of jobs where you could utilise your training.
Yeah.
How about medical journalism? You're good with words. Could combine your skills.
Wonder if they've made a decision yet.
OK, the kettle's on. Make your case.
Well, I wanted to ask you, if Kerrig was straight, would you still think he was unsuitable?
That's ridiculous. I'm not prejudiced. It's just that he's single.
Yes, but there are lots of single parents who do a great job.
But they don't all have Dusty's medical responsibilities, do they?
Yeah, but Dusty's old enough to cooperate now, isn't she? Is total parenteral nutrition difficult to administer?
Well, it's quite demanding. Not everybody finishes the training.
And that would be a condition that Kerrig would have to meet. What does Dusty's social worker think?
You'd have to ask him. Or rather, he would. I don't know why I'm talking to you about this, actually.
Because you want the best for Dusty?
Yes. And a girl needs a mother.
Oh, well, she'd be getting pretty close to that with Kerrig. He talks about his emotions. He knits. He sews. He cooks. He even preserves his own lemons. The man is a domestic god. Look, you wouldn't have been at the activity day if she wasn't hard to place. And you mentioned that you'd been to one before. So maybe this is best for Dusty.
I don't know.
Maybe you just can't let her go.
I feel so guilty. I feel like I'm abandoning her.
Well, perhaps you have done everything you can, and now it's time to find her a new family.
I don't know. It's hard to accept, but...
Any family's better than no family. That is amazing.
Yeah, I think she's very talented.
No, spooky amazing.
It's remarkable, isn't it? Even if he did describe it to her. It's the proportions. I mean, the placement of things.
Hi.
Did you tell Dusty anything about your house?
What do you mean?
Did you tell her about your fir tree?
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not actually prejudiced. At least I didn't think I was. I just latched onto those old-fashioned ideas as an excuse. I think I'd have found fault with anyone. Nobody's shown any interest in her before, you see, which I think's crazy. Because Dusty's really special.
And possibly psychic.
I never realised it would be so difficult to let her go.
How long you had her?
Over 2 years.
And you really can't keep her?
No. My husband's been very patient. He's a lot older than me, you see. His son from his first marriage has settled in Canada and we're going to retire there. He wants to be a grandpa, not a father.
You had a long time. She must feel like a daughter.
Yes, she does. But it's selfish of me to stand in her way. The last thing I want is for Dusty to be in care until she's 18. And the way things are going, there's a strong chance of that.
Do you really think I could manage her condition? I mean, you always had your husband on hand to help.
I often did TPN alone. My husband's an emergency plumber. He could be out all hours. No, the difficult thing is preparing a sterile environment. Not as simple as it sounds. Mind you, judging by the state of your kitchen, I think you'd find it easier than me.
He's quite obsessive.
You'd manage. I was building the part up before. I was trying to put you off. I'm sorry.
It is extraordinary, isn't it?
It is.
It does seem like fate.
Niamh, sorry we didn't catch you before lunch. Didn't mean to keep you hanging around. Can we have a word?
Can Al come?
Yes, of course.
Oh, well, just be a second.
I've got some good news. That nice man at the party, Kerrig, has contacted your social worker.
Really? He wants me.
Well, he gave me this to give to you, and he said take good care of Granny Parrot.
Esme.
First of all, we'd like to thank you for your honesty.
You didn't have to come forward, that took guts.
We've considered the situation and we've decided to handle it in-house.
We want to give you an opportunity to prove yourself.
We're going to organise some training across the board. Jimmy's volunteered to supervise it throughout.
Sorry. So you're not going to the GMC? So I'm still a doctor?
We think you're a very good doctor. And with our help, you can overcome your problems with confidence.
We've all been there.
I haven't.
Some of us have been there.
And got through it.
Can you believe this? Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you.
Howard.
We are in trouble.
No chocolate makes everything better.
We're very attuned to all the issues facing all minority groups, including LG and MG.
Next on BBC One, a village stricken by polio.